Hello, my name is Oliver. I'm one of the founders at SACLÄB, and today we brought you two Chanel bags, and we want to show you which one is real and which one isn't real, so you don't fall into the trap and buying a non-authentic Chanel bag if you buy on a secondary market. Let's look at the bags. Usually when we compare the bags, we would naturally start at looking at the bags themselves. But today I would like to start with the outside and with the accessories and with everything that these bags come with, because it's quite interesting that you can already spot here that an item is real or it's wrong. Looking at these two boxes, you may see that there is a difference in the size of the font and also a difference in how the font feels if you touch it and if you pour your finger over the Chanel logo. The bigger font is the right Chanel box and the smaller font is the fake box. Now we will look at the inside. Comparing the accessories is always a very important detail. So both bags came with the typical Chanel accessories. That is a dust bag and it's a care item, and in the case of the original one it came also with a booklet stating where it was bought and the shop and the serial number. This one is not attached with the fake one. You do see that there is a difference in the writing and also in this little patch that is delivered in order to clean your bag. This one is a much sharper print and higher quality than this one. The dust bags also give you some clues about the bag. You see, these are the white typical dust bags for the signature bags of Chanel. The fake one, in my opinion, has a not very high quality printing. It's always the same type of gray. There is no lighter printing, no heavier printing. Well, this one, in my opinion, has different nuances, a deeper gray. The same goes for the printing of Coco Chanel inside here. The fake one is very monotone in my opinion. It doesn't have any depth, whereas this one is much more as someone would have done it with a charcoal on the painting. Let's look at the leather first. So the leather, you will already see that the authentic caviar leather is a bit more matte. It's finer grained, while this has a more of a shiny appearance and is more structured than the authentic one. But the stitchings over here and the stitchings over there, they're not completely matching. Always a good appearance is actually taking the bag and smelling it. This one smells like chemicals and it smells like if you would walk into a leather store. That's not how a Chanel bag is supposed to smell. Like a Chanel bag is supposed to actually have barely any smell at all. I mean, pre-owned bags, obviously they do have a little bit of a smell of, like the home they previously lived in, but it should never smell like a chemical, like glue or like a leather bag. We can also look a bit more closer to the hardware over here. And this is hard to see, but there are differences. What we did before in order to authenticate the bag, we really used tiny measurements and we looked. The thickness of the hardware, for instance, is different on the authentic one to the fake one. So the chain of the bag should feel very soft. It should have a certain weight to it. That's also important, because it's made from metal with interwoven leather. I'm not sure if you can hear this in the video, but it makes a sound that does not belong to a Chanel bag. Even though this chain has the certain weight that we're looking for, you can feel that the quality of the leather is not a high quality. Even new Chanel bags, they don't have that sound. Now let's look at the inside. And here we will look first at the hardware. This hardware over here, it's very finely laser graved. The Chanel Paris looks always to the left and the screw heads are flat. It's not blurry or doesn't feel it's cheaply made on a material. Now look, let's look at this. It has the identification that it goes to the left, that's okay. The screws are flat, yet they're different of the screws that Chanel actually uses. The diameter of the screws is different. And the writing, Chanel Paris, is not graved, it's stamped. And that makes it that if you wobble this a little bit around comparing to a light, you will see that it's actually a bit blurry. It's not a sharp printing. So that's something Chanel would never put on the market. Going a bit further, we will look at the Chanel logo. It looks good on the first view, but it's very also hard to see because it's very minimal. The logo is not straight. It's actually going downwards in this direction. Here you don't feel the printing. Well, there's a difference on the fake Chanel bag where you actually can feel the printing over here. And that's not correct. This bag has a 23 serial number down on the bottom here. This one has already one of the new modeled chips. So even if it has these chips, it doesn't mean it's authentic. This chip, comparing with our RFID reader, doesn't show anything. At SACLAB we always check the bags twice, and I think that's very important. We need to do this very thoroughly because there are very good counterfeit items on the market and we don't want them to land in your home when you buy at SACLAB. And if you have any questions regarding authenticity, you can either visit the shop directly because we guarantee the authenticity. If you want to know more, also check out our YouTube channel. You find authentication videos for Dior, MS, and you can see how you can spot real versus fake.